welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. My name is Angelica, and I'm going to be doing the Disney College Program Spring 2019 from April to August. So, continuing a little series that I started here on my channel, I am going to be sharing with you guys my top 5 things to do at Disney's Hollywood Studios. Now, Hollywood Studios is my favorite park of the 4 Disney parks at Walt Disney World. So yeah, let's begin. I'm going to start from 5 to 1. Now, my number 5 thing to do when I'm at Hollywood Studios is go and watch Muppet Vision 3D. This show is funny, it's cute, it has all of the Muppets starring in them. I love the 2 Muppets that are in the booth upstairs, always making commentary, and I love it so much. And it's always a good show to like cool off, and especially when it's summer. And yeah. My number 4 thing is go and ride Toy Story Mania. I love this attraction so much. I love it more than Buzz Lightyear Reindeer Spin in Magic Kingdom, because I like that you have different stages in that ride. And the only thing I don't like is that you have to pull the blaster instead of pushing a button, and your arm gets tired. But it's so cute, and I love that it's in 3D. And yeah, one of my bucket list items is to get a best in vehicle or a best title in that game, in that attraction, which is best in vehicle, best in an hour, best in a day, any of those. That is on my bucket list. My number 3 thing that I always have to do when I am at Hollywood Studios is ride Rock and Roller Coaster starring Aerosmith. Y'all know I love roller coasters, so that roller coaster is something so fascinating. And I love that it's not like a classic roller coaster that you have to go up and then you do the drop and things like that. You go fast since the beginning. That startup before you go and through the loops and things like that inside the ride is one of my favorite parts in that attraction. And it's also the only roller coaster that goes upside down that my mom goes on it with me. So I love that roller coaster so much. And that is why Hollywood Studios is one of my favorite parks, because that and my number 2 are my favorite attractions of all time. And yeah. Now my number 2 is the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror. I love that attraction because it is so random. When you don't know when you're gonna drop, you don't know when you're gonna go up, and I love the spookiness of it. And on my bucket list is to ride Tower of Terror at night, and because I think that would be so cool. And I find it so, not fascinating, I'm gonna say cool again, or awesome. I find it so awesome that the drop is so heavy that you float from your seat. Thank God you have a seatbelt. It didn't have a seatbelt beforehand, but now it does. So you don't float a lot very up. I remember I went on Tower of Terror with my best friend, and she had ears, so she took them off for the ride. And I remember just seeing the ears float up, and I caught them in the air, and it was so funny. Now, before I go to my number 1 thing, which I think I know, I think you guys know. If you've seen my previous videos, I think you guys know what my number 1 thing is to do at Hollywood Studios. But I have an honorary mention. My honorary mention is Star Tours: The Adventure Continues. Now, I'm going to admit, I am not the biggest Star Wars fan, but I love that ride a lot. And I find it so cool when you're flying through space with C-3PO and sometimes R2-D2. And I like it that you don't have the same seen the same ride sequence, if you ride it 2 times in a row, there's a possibility that you don't get the same ride sequence when you go on Star Tours. And I am so excited for Galaxy's Edge. I cannot wait to see how those 2 rides are going to be. And yeah. Now, my number 1 spot may not be a surprise for you guys, but my number 1 thing to always do when I go to Hollywood Studios is see Fantasmic. I love that show so much. It has such an incredible soundtrack. I have a Disney playlist on Spotify, and that soundtrack and that song, the Fantasmic End Show song, is on the playlist. And I love the storyline of this show, and it tells you that imagination has no limits. So I love the message behind the show, and it's so beautiful to watch. And I love the big ferry boat with all the characters on it. You can see Moana on it, and it's so incredible. And my favorite part is when Sorcerer Mickey is on top of the mountain, and later it does like the poof, and then normal Mickey, I can say, with his normal costume is in the bottom, and he says, "So imagination, huh?" I love that part. That show always makes me tear up, and I always have to go see it when I go to Hollywood Studios. That show is a big part of the reason why I spent my birthday at Hollywood Studios last year, because I wanted to see that show on my birthday, and I love it so much. I love it more than Happily Ever After at Magic Kingdom, and I just love it so much. Those are my top 5 things to do at Hollywood Studios. If you guys agree or disagree, please make sure to comment down below so we can talk. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you liked it. I am so close to checking into my college program, so Disney College Program videos are coming your way very soon. And if you guys want to watch it, please make sure and subscribe down below or in the end card thingamabob thing. I don't know. So yeah, thank you so much for watching once again. Hope you guys have an incredible day, night, whenever you're watching this video, and hope to see you next time. Bye!